Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Teresa. I know I haven't done a video in a few months, so I'm kind of getting back into it. Excuse me if I'm a little bit rusty on it anyway. So what I'm going to show you today is a purchase that I made from the LilyCute store, from their Amazon store. This is a 6-piece chrome pigment. They're Mermaid powders that I got off of there. So these are Born Pretty brand pigments. And I don't know if you guys have purchased any of these before. I have one thing that I'm running into a problem with is labeling them, because the little pots don't come labeled with a number, so I have to kind of keep them with the bag. But I have, as you can see here, I have labeled them with what I used on them. That way I can kind of know which bag it came from and go back into it. But the little pots themselves don't come with labels on them, so you kind of, I have a whole drawer full of these things, and some of them I don't even know where they came from, what bag they came out of, so I don't know what colors they are to go back to if I want to use them. So anyway, I'm going to show you just an example of what I've done with all of them that I've gotten from this new set. Anyway, I'm not going to show the process of how it's done. I've done that in another video. But in this video, I'm just going to show you the different looks that you can get from these. This one right here is kind of just a frosty white with a green tint to it. This is the pot that it comes in. So you can kind of see how there's like a kind of a teal green tint to it just from the lid, the residue inside the lid. This is a really pretty, I love the blacks. I've done all of these on purple, pink, and black so that you can see, what they look like. So there is the purple, pink, and black with this frosty white that has a green tint to it. That is there. I'm going to try to make this really quick. Then we have this one that kind of has like a purple, it looks like a light lavender kind of a purple color to it. Let me see if I can see how these turned out. I really, really love the way that they turn out on the black. Even, you can still even see it on the pink though, and purple, the reflection. So you can see on the lid of this, how that lavender pink kind of comes out. Take that one. Then we have this kind of a blush pink color. I'm really digging the way it comes out on the black though. I love how these pigments just look so beautiful on the black. Let me see if I can jump in here and get a little bit closer so that you can see these and the kind of the tint you get with it. Really pretty colors. Almost has kind of a, it looks blush, but you can see the little gold sparkles in it. Put those aside. And let me see here. You can see it in the top, in the lid. Then moving on to These, I have two, in fact, to show you of these. They're white powders, but you can see the difference. I'm going to hold them here so you can see them kind of side by side. So one of them looks more like, it's very frosty looking. So this still has like a white tint to it, but then these ones are really kind of just really frosty looking. I personally, I think these ones are my favorite ones out of all of them. And it has, like, you can see it has like the black, it makes like a gunmetal steel kind of color, where this one's not as heavy. I'm thinking maybe this is just like a heavier gauge of powder. Because this one is light, but it looks like it's just a really light dusting of it, where this one looks very frosty. It reminds me of like a frosted beer mug or something. And then if you look at them side by side, they almost really look a lot alike. So maybe this one is just a little bit more white than that one. But I'm thinking it's probably the gauge of the powder, maybe a little bit thicker. Okay, I have one more to show you, and this one is green. I know I did it on the same pink, purple, and black, but the way it turned out, you can see on the pink, I don't personally like the way it turned out on the pink. Maybe not so much on the purple either, but I really do like the black, the way it showed up on the black. But you can kind of see, well, I can see it. Maybe you can't. I don't know. The way that it's almost like it left like almost like just a residue looking. It makes it look like a gray color, kind of. So this probably would have looked really good on top of a green color, too. Would have just accentuated it. But so these are, again, from LilyCute, from the LilyCute store. And I believe that it was $10.99 for the set of 6. I will check and make sure, and I will post it underneath the description, in the description box. I will give you a direct link to the store that, where I got it from. And one thing I wanted to tell you also is, on these, actually, let me see. Okay, so I wanted to tell you this, sorry. This pink and purple, if some of you don't know, the pink and purple that I used are actually just a regular polish, just a regular polish. The black was the only gel polish that I used, and the top coat was a gel polish. But this is what I wanted to tell you. You can use these on regular polish. And you can also, you just want to wait for it to dry, but you can also use a regular top coat, a regular polish top coat. It doesn't have to be a gel. The one thing that you want to remember is that when you apply your powder on it, you're going to want your polish to still be somewhat, you put your top coat on, then you let it dry, but not so totally to the point to where it's absolutely thoroughly dry. You want to let it dry enough that it still has a little bit of a tacky layer, where you kind of feel that it can grip that powder. So once you apply the powder, when you just kind of lightly press it in, you don't have to use a lot. These powders last a long, long time. just slightly press it in. You don't get heavy with it. And then you just want to lightly buff it. I have not personally in that aspect of trying to use that technique of doing it. I haven't used like a silicone brush or the applicator. I've just used my finger with that. Some of you probably won't want to do it. I don't personally have any problem with allergies or anything like that. So one of the things that you want to remember is you kind of take it into your own hands. If you do use your finger, bare skin, excuse me, I find that the oils from my own skin kind of help burnish the powder in better. I feel that anyway. Just my opinion, ladies. So with that, you're just going to want to let it dry till it's kind of still a little bit tacky. And then, excuse me, I'm like choking over here. And then just kind of buff it in. Also, a reminder to me to tell you, all of these come in an individual package like this with a little applicator in it. So you can use that to apply your powders. So anyway, so for I believe $10.99 plus I think it's 99-cent shipping, you can get all 6 of those. And I will make sure I leave a post, a link in the description below of where you can get these, purchase these from. I hope you guys had a great Christmas and that you have a really great New Year's. Stay safe, you guys, and I hope you join me back here for my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.